Persona 3 Reload, the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? Food, probably. I've played enough Elden Ring to know where this is going.
Good morning.
Let's begin. Sewing is my life.
Last one. Go for it.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Moonwalk.
I'm sorry, but seeing all this food is making me hungry. We're in a ramen store! We're in a bakery! I'm like, come on!
Next stop is Iwatodai.
That's the Dark Hour. A time period hidden between one day and the next.
They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone who roams free outside the coffins. It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting, huh?
Persona. Next. Come on!
Why do you try to fight when you know it's hopeless?
In fact, I don't even really have a good reason to live. For me, or you, or anyone, just simply existing gives our lives meaning. Soon, the end will come.
We are not giving up, no matter how long it takes.
To me, this is what it means to live.
You know what's messed up? I see some of the personas, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Ishtar. It's probably going to be the best healing persona with only a handful of weaknesses. I'm like, oh god damn it. Damn it, I'm in deep. Yeah, they're really trying to push personas. Like, buy the game. Buy Tactica. Buy Persona 4 Golden. Buy Persona 3. Just give us your money. You don't need it. You heard Claude, Yuri, and Dorothea? Well, the amount of English VAs is very limited. And especially for a game like Persona, you need at least a dozen different VAs. Chances are, you're going to recognize a few. It's not a very big industry. It's not a very big industry. Ah, that's going to be fun. And the game releases in February, so that wasn't Ishtar? I thought that was Ishtar. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought it was. If you're wrong, Ishtar's a woman. Just wait.
Not giving up, no matter how long it takes.
That's not Ishtar? Oh, that's Lucifer. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was Ishtar because, like, 90% naked. And Ishtar's, like, 90% naked. But then I noticed the 3 wings, and it's like, oh, that's Lucifer. Because, you know, Lucifer. And that's Satan, because why not, right? Like, you have to. Like, it just is. It's just, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Close enough. It was like half naked, paled skin with, like, long flowing hair. That's halal. What the hell is a halal? Whatever. Is it halal or is it haram? Anyways, doesn't matter. We're digressing here. It's beside the point. The point is I'm starting to recognize the personas. And when I recognize them, I start seeing the weaknesses in my head. Clearly, I've been punished through SMT5. Because Persona's like, here, we'll show you the weaknesses. Whereas SMT5 is like, surprise, motherfucker! It's like, damn it. It's testing your memory half the time. I don't remember if SMT5 actually shows you the weaknesses, or if you have to do the scan to see the weaknesses again. But after a while, you just learn to memorize them, because if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. It just is. Jewish name for Lucifer. Then it is Lucifer! What? You're just going to change the language in which we say the name? No. No. Oh, it's going to be interesting. So it releases what, 2nd or the 20th? I think it was like 2nd or something. Let's see what it says. Yeah, the 2nd. Because we're planning to actually go to Europe next year as well, so I got to be careful. I'm just going to have to binge the crap out of it and just like LP it, because LPs and all that. It should be fairly... You see, with Persona, it's fairly easy to LP because it's in chunks. If it's anything like Persona 5, it's got chunks. You know, you've got like a chapter, you've got some story, you've got some interactions. You know, you go to the palace or you go to the nighttime or whatever, and the game is kind of in sections. And so you're like, okay, where am I going to cut the LP? I'll do this section, this section, this section. So you don't have to think about it too much. So it's kind of, you know, easy to edit it. Whereas some other games like, oh, where am I going to cut it? You know, it's like, make it too long, people are not going to be interested, they're going to lose interest, and the algorithm's going to punish the video. Or if I make it too short, people are going to be waiting and they're going to be upset, and, you know, they don't want to get blue balls. So luckily enough, Persona is one of those franchises where it's kind of easy to know where to cut the LP. So it should be fairly easy. I mean, I think a stream will be like 1 or 2 LPs, depending on what the section is, which will make it really easy to edit. The hard part is going to be exporting it and uploading it, because that takes a little bit of time. But you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It should be all right. But the main problem is going to be I'm going to be hungry the entire time. See, now I'm craving ramen. And now I'm craving some katsudon. I mean, I'm going to be in Japan in a few days, so I'll be fine. But, like, the point is now I'm craving it. Damn it. And what's really killing me is Hutchin's in Japan now, and she's telling me inflation's got really bad. It's gotten bad. The price of everything has gone up 20-30%. The price of everything has gone up 20-30%. From the convenience stores to like supermarkets to eateries and stuff. Like, good luck going and getting a gyudon, which is a beef bowl, rice bowl sort of thing, at the family restaurant for $5 and being full. Like, that's gone. It's like $7-8 now, you know? Or the or getting like $10 and getting like 20 takoyakis. Like, that's gone, you know? Or like getting a $2 sushi. No, you can still get $1 sushi. Oh, it's going to be like $120 sushi. Damn it. Man, I used to like, just go to the $1 sushi train place. You know, outside of the tourist traps in Tokyo and Osaka and all that. $1 sushi in Japan, outside of the tourist traps, is basically 5-star anywhere else. You go to the $2-3, you're looking at Michelin stars. It's just insane. But now it's going to be a bit more expensive. But it's okay. We'll be okay. But the inflation's really like kicking in Japan. Hutchin's telling me people are starting to feel it. The only thing that's not going up is people's salaries. So everyone's just getting a bit more screwed over now. But like, you know, honestly, I'm looking forward to P3. I feel like you'll enjoy the story. Maybe give some interesting stories. I mean, I've given so many of the stories in P5. The only problem is I edited the LP before shorts exist, so I don't actually have the notes on where which story is. So if people are watching it, please leave a comment with timestamps. But P3 will be easier. I'll try not to repeat any stories. But it's different, because P5 is a different story to P3. So who knows? Maybe I'll remember things that I don't even remember now. Who knows? Who knows? That's the beauty. You never know what you're going to get. And there might be some new stories, you know, some new crazy stuff. And that's always fun. You don't know what you get, right? You don't know what you get. I was secretly saying... when I was looking at some of the old vids, I'm like, Persona 5 was fun. Like, it's a big game with a lot in it. But it was kind of fun looking back at it, you know? You get a few interesting characters, you get a few interesting scenarios, you get to take a look at, you know, the daily life of Japan a little bit, you know, and it looks authentic and it kind of feels authentic and things like that. It's got a nice vibe to it. And you obviously don't want to play, you know, like one big Persona game and then another big Persona game and another big Persona game, because then your brain will just get flooded and then it will just kind of all blend together like this really weird super game. But when you've got a little bit of a gap in between a game that you play, you will sort of appreciate it a bit more. It's one of those things. And of course, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's got that Persona vibe, which is really nice. So it should be interesting. And again, different characters are going to be really nice. Very, from what I've seen, distinctly different from Persona 5. So you're not going to get, you know, like a copy carbon paste like some franchises do. I would say this is a little more akin to, say, Danganronpa. You know, okay, everyone's a school kid, but you have a different cohort, right? And you don't know what you're going to get. And you can't really compare one cohort to the other because each one is unique. And even the MCs are unique, and like all the friends are unique, and all the villains are unique. So I'm looking forward to it in that sort of sense, with a bit more of an open mind. But definitely, I'm going to make a few comparisons. And Kuma will have empathy now. Don't get me started on that. Mass Effect really screwed me up. Like, Mass Effect really screwed me up. It really got me questioning the deeper things in life. It really screwed me up. It screwed me up on a level that I cannot describe. And I find it funny because people are still watching Persona 5 and Persona 5 Strikers and leaving comments such as, I can't watch this video because your views on life are so and so. I'm like, okay, fair enough. You don't like my opinion? That's cool. You can live in a cave, that's perfectly fine. But I will definitely have an outlook. Like, if I was to replay a game like Persona 5, my views on it would probably be very different because I would be looking at it from a different angle. I'd be looking at the same thing, but instead of looking at it from this way, I'd be looking at it from this way. There'll be some overlapping views and opinions, but it's a different angle. And that's what I find interesting about discussing things with people and watching other people's playthroughs and reactions and things, because we all look at it from a different place, from different experiences, from different philosophies, different beliefs, and then we sort of see what the other person, and there's always something to learn from people, especially people that are vastly different from yourself, because they will look at it a different way that I never myself would be able to see, but by being exposed to their viewpoint, I might be inspired to think a different way and challenge my own beliefs. And in that way, I grow. That's what I really love about live streaming. Because instead of doing an LP where you're looking at the comments, you're actually able to have that reflection and discussion in real time when it happens. And then you kind of grow as an individual. You're not just playing through a game. You're actually on that journey. A bit like the characters, they're not the same people that they were at the beginning. You kind of have a transformation yourself. You don't get like a cat or a talking dog out of it, but, you change, which is really cool. So that's really why I love gaming as a medium, because there's not enough time within a movie to really get absorbed. There are franchises which are long and whatnot, but I feel games are a lot better in that sense. And that's where that whole silent protagonist thing comes in, because you just project yourself as being part of the group and in that world. They are your avatar in that world. And especially in a game that lets you make choices. You spend time with certain characters, you build relationships with certain characters. You play the game in a certain playstyle. You do it the way you want to do it, and you're pretty much exploring the world in your own way. And you can get, absorbed in it, and I really like it. You can sort of have fun with it. And you can meme it up if you want to. The game doesn't stop you from doing that. You can just interpret it and have fun with it. And I absolutely love that. Particularly with the confidants. You could really enjoy it, or you can just be bored out of your mind. And that entirely depends on you. Some people you'll click with because, you like that type of person or what they're talking about or what they're doing. And other people you will just dislike because they're so vastly different from your views on the world. And that's the cool thing. And some people will be completely left field and you'll be like, holy crap, who are you? Like, what are you? What are you doing? Like, I have no idea what's going on in your head, but, it's fascinating, So it's fun. It's really fun. And sometimes you just facepalm me like, no, It's fun. It's fun. That's the sort of thing I like. So it's fun. And the music backs it up, which makes it a really fun experience. So yeah. It should be good. It should be good. Fingers crossed. I mean, if people are saying it's a really good game and they were requesting it even before the remake, that should be a good sign. And as long as they keep the essence of the game and they don't remove whatever made the original good, it should be fine. But I don't know. I think it's safe with the Japanese company. If it was a Western company, chances are elements might be missing or might have changed because the director or the company wants to leave their mark on the game and pretend like it's their baby. Whereas a Japanese company is more likely to ignore people complaining on social media and just do whatever the hell they want. Because that's just how Japanese companies do it. They just don't give an F. Honestly, they don't give an F. They're just like, people are complaining about this. F them. We're doing it anyway. That's kind of the thing. So Japan is kind of the last bastion on, that. So let's hope we don't lose it, because companies are falling like flies. Persona 3 social links are really good. See, that's good. That's going to be really good. So far, it seems like they're going to feel to the original. That's good. That's good. Trust me, if the social links are some of the story are the same as the original P3, you're going to enjoy it. That's good. Good. Keep it raw. Keep it uncensored. I like it. I like it.